Have you ever got the advice, draw boxes, it'll make you a better artist? On the surface, this is technically good advice, but I always wondered, why should I draw boxes? I knew that drawing boxes was beneficial, but I never really spent a lot of time practicing them. I thought to myself, why do I need to practice these basic shapes? It's easy. I want to draw faces and characters, not boxes. But man, I was so wrong. Little did I know that boxes have everything to do with, well, everything. And this is when I started to realize that my drawings had a big issue. They were flat. I had been consuming lots of art tutorials at the time and came across an enlightening video by Kim Jung-gi explaining the absolute importance of boxes in his drawings. He used boxes to draw absolutely everything: cars, people, animals, machines. The possibilities were endless. That's when it finally clicked for me, and I started to realize the power of boxes. In this video, I'll be showing you 4 reasons how boxes helped improve my drawings and will hopefully improve yours too. A unique property of boxes, specifically cubes, is that they have the ability to envelope all of the basic shapes. The 5 basic shapes are the cube, the pyramid, the cylinder, the cone, and the sphere. Enveloping using a box is a very powerful tool. It means that if we can draw a box accurately, we can draw all the other basic shapes as well. Think of a box as a wireframe that surrounds the object you are drawing. Using the box as a preliminary guide will ensure correct perspective and accuracy, which are 2 common culprits in unsuccessful drawings. Like a sculptor carving out of marble, we carve the shapes we want out of a box. Pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres are not the only shapes boxes can create. Boxes can be used to draw more complex shapes too. You're probably thinking, okay, that's great and all, but what complex things can really be made out of a box? When drawing complex objects, it's best to start with the basic forms, like the box. In this first example, I'll be using a box to draw a woman's head. What I like about using a box instead of a sphere like in the Loomis method is that the planes are clearly defined and the perspective is solved before I start placing the facial features. This is great because I get to focus on placing those facial features in the correct spots without having to worry about that other stuff. In this second example, I will be simplifying a skull, ribcage, and pelvis using boxes. By using boxes to help us simplify these things, it helps us understand how the skull, ribcage, and pelvis interact with each other before we add the details. This method is called working general to specific. By starting off using simple shapes, we lay the proper foundation for our drawings to be successful when we add all those fun little details. You're probably thinking, of course boxes show us perspective, duh. But what if I told you that a box is the best shape to describe perspective? Boxes are constructed from 90-degree angles and parallel lines. This means that a box in perspective will clearly show lines converging to vanishing points. This is amazing because the converging lines of a box will always define a vanishing point and a horizon line. Following the breadcrumbs that boxes leave us will always give us a reliable way to locate the horizon line, which is especially useful when drawing from observation. It's also a great way to check the accuracy of your own drawings. Now let's take a look at spheres. Look what happens when I try to showcase these spheres in different perspectives. Pretty unclear what's going on here. Because spheres have no clear edges or planes, they aren't that great at describing perspective. I guess that means that's another win for the box. Because boxes are a simple shape, it makes rotating them fairly simple. Rotating boxes in space is the precursor to being able to draw complex objects from multiple angles. It's also the beginning of being able to draw from imagination, making rotating boxes an incredibly useful skill to have. What's so great about using boxes for rotation is that they have clearly defined planes. By using boxes to simplify, you are defining the front, back, sides, top, and bottom in the earliest stage. This helps us understand what we need to draw in order to make the angle we are drawing from look convincing. Remember how I explained that boxes envelop shapes in Reason 1? Well, it means that if you can rotate a box, you can rotate all those other shapes as well. I've only scratched the surface of what boxes are capable of in this video, but I'm curious to know what you think. Do boxes live up to the hype, or are they overrated? Leave your thoughts down below. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and do me a favor. Have yourself a quality day.